And these are the main supplies of materials that we're going to be using to install the well pump. All the pipe and clamps and wire. And I'll go through these one at a time here. We've got a 220 volt 2 horsepower pump, single phase for residential use. And this is a standard Chinese knockoff. And they run about $280 shipped to location. I did a lot of checking on the reviews for this one particular company on eBay that sells a lot of these things, and it had good reviews on, or good feedback on the pump. So I'm hoping it's going to last a while before I drop $1,000 and install a high quality Gould pump or something. It also comes with 100 foot of wire, which is definitely a plus because wire's not free. And it is a 3-wire pump, which means the capacitor is not built into the pump itself, but it's actually 4 wires, 2 hots, a negative, and a ground. And that comes with a control box with a switch and an outlet, which obviously is not going to work because that's a 110 volt outlet. So I'm going to have to look into this. There's no instructions whatsoever other than some warnings that came with this entire package, which is the pump, the wire, and this control box. I'm sure it has the capacitor inside there and enough terminals to get it to wire to 220. And of course I'm going to have to, since this is going to run off a generator, I'm going to have to put this L14-30 plug to plug into the generator. Generator is going to be a 5500 watt with an 8500 watt surge, so it should be more than enough to handle it. And of course the L14 NEMA is the type designation for the type of plug, and the 30-30 is the amperage or the power rating. So this is what's going to eventually come out of here. Since this is going down over 200 feet, 240 foot, I have to, with the 100 foot, I had to get a Flowtech 150 foot pump wire kit, which is a 4-wire. It also comes with a splice kit. And these run about $200 plus. I happened to get this one on eBay. It was the last one being sold out, brand new, for $144 delivered, so I lucked out there. The pipe I got from a local distributor, as I did with the couplings, and these were 20-foot sections of 1.25 inch Crestline Schedule 80 pipe, PVC, and they were threaded both ends in 20-foot sections, and my rig can handle 10-foot sections, so I went ahead and already cut and threaded the pipe and put the couplings on the end that I cut, and put hard set glue and wrench the couplings on there. And it was kind of a trick to get these threads cut because they make a special cutter or a special die for PVC plastic pipe, and I had a rigid threader that was in fairly good condition, and it just galled up the plastic constantly. So thankfully I had a different brand of cutter, but it was brand new, and with a very careful approach to getting these things cut, it worked out. So let me tell you that although I've cut a lot of steel pipe, cutting PVC is not the same, and you really have to be careful, and you have to use either the dedicated PVC thread dies or be very careful with a brand new set of regular NPT type thread dies when you're cutting PVC pipe. So this is the clamp that's going to hold the pipe on the well casing as we rig it up and put the sections on. And of course this is a bushing because the pump came standard with an 1.5 inch outlet, brass outlet, so I had to buy a brass a reducer bushing, threaded reducer bushing, which from I guess about $12 including shipping. And of course the top of the whole assembly is going to be the internal part of the pitless adapter, upon which the entire assembly, the pump, the wire, the pipe, will hang on the other part of the pitless adapter. And of course the pipe will go up into the bottom outlet from the side here, and of course the top is a deadhead, which we're going to put the T-post puller and lower that final piece in and just spin it off, and the job will be, for all intents and purposes, done, aside from getting this wired up properly and plugged in and run off the generator. So this is a basic overview of what the system looks like out of the ground. and we'll proceed with the beginning of the installation. And finally, this is the main piece of equipment here, which is the lifting rig, which is nothing more than a modified well drilling rig for shallow wells. It could reach down to 150 feet. What I've done is I've taken the gas motor out and hung a chain fall, and I'm going to use the electric winch to lower everything into the hole.